So this is part 2 of advanced querying of subdocuments as well as nested documents, right? So in the previous video we have talked about how to query the nested documents or nested fields inside a nested document. In this video we are going to talk about querying the arrays in MongoDB. So how can we query the arrays, right? Because a document in MongoDB can create multiple arrays or the items, right, which can be stored in an array. For example, in this case, if we talk about, we have stored students sports information in an array because student can play more than one sports. We can make it little more complex also, but for the sake of simplicity to let you understand it better, so I have kept only two or three items in an array. It could be 10, 20, or more than that also based upon your use case. So first of all, how to find the arrays matching the given condition, how to apply a condition on an array in a document. So it is straightforward, assuming that sports is the key for a array, right? So we can see that sports is cricket, right? I want to find out all the students who have been playing cricket as sports, right? Or maybe in the next query it is badminton, or the students who have been playing cricket and badminton, cricket and volleyball, right? So this is how we can query a array. Now a question for you is that find out all the students who have opted for cricket and badminton. So while this query, first query will give us the records matching the same sequence, right? There might be scenarios where we want the results which are matching in any sequence. Now what does this that mean? That I want to find out the students who play badminton and volleyball, but it can be stored in any sequence in database, right? So we might have stored volleyball first, badminton second, right? So in that case, if we want to find out such records irrespective of its ordering appearing in the collection or array, right? So how can we do that? We need to pass on that $all operator, right? So what does it do? It returns all the records matching in an array field irrespective of the order of existence. That we are going to see in our hands-on section also, but before that let me share the question relevant to this. Now you have to find out all the students who have opted for cricket and badminton which were not returned by the queries in this example, right? So if you are clear with the difference between first function and the second function, that what does it return, then you are clear with that how to query arrays in a JSON document. Now we want to find out the value. Let us say we want to find out the set of values in an array, right? So how can we do that? We can find out using in operator. The students who have opted for any of these sports, right, can be found out with this query, right? So it will not match only cricket or at badminton or both of these. It can match any combination of these, right? So that way we can find out the records. And by the way, this query can also be used for that purpose, that we want to find out the students who have opted for cricket no matter where it appears, right? Whether it is appearing as an array or it is stored as this value also, right? So it can query. So this query can work in both the situations. Moving forward, query an array with compound filter condition. Now what does this mean? That that sports equal to crickets and sports equal to badminton, right? So this query will try to find out the results with that. Students who have opted for cricket as well as badminton, right? Or we can also use OR operator. By default, the above query mentioned here is using AND operator. So here it is being used as either cricket or badminton, right? So we will find out the students who have opted for either cricket or badminton. You can say that this query is more or less similar to this $in operator, right? So $in operator is a little more better way to write the same query here. Now moving on. So documents that match multiple criteria, right? What does that mean? So if I want to find out students who play badminton but not volleyball. So here I want to match the given criteria, right? But multiple given criteria, right? So that way we can use $element match to find out all such kind of queries. And if again, like we discussed in the previous video, how to query on nested fields inside a nested document, same thing is true. Like if we want to query an array by a index position, we anticipate some value at a given index position in a collection document. So in this case, it may not be making some sense to you, but in the cases where we want that we have stored the results, we have we have stored the data in some ordering, right? And we want to know that yes, on the 10th position of that array, this value should come, right? Like the month should be October or November at 10th position of an array. Likewise, we can create that. And same way, we want to find out the students who have opted for three sports, right? So that kind of query can also be done using $size operator. So if you look at the right hand side, so this query will return all the students where students have opted three sports, right? So you can attempt these questions. Now let us look at the querying part of this. As I mentioned in previous video also, there are some data created in a collection, right? So let me show you that. So we have already created some students who have participated in different sports, right? So this is some data created for that. So for example, this student has participated or opted for three sports: cricket, football, badminton, and this student has opted for three sports. This student has opted for only one sport, and this student has two, right? Same way here, this student has not opted for any sports. So we are going to try all those queries which I have shown you in the slides. Let us try to run and understand those queries one by one. First query, if I run, I want to find out students who have opted for sports equal to cricket, right? So if I see the data, so there is no such student. Let me try to find out students with badminton, right? So here we have students who have opted for badminton. So please note that it has returned the exact match of an array, right? So let us try couple of more queries from this. Badminton and volleyball. if we look at our dummy data or sample data, we do not have any such combination, right? So let me run cricket and badminton. Yeah, we have one student who have opted for both of these, right? Moving on, let me show you this query, right? We are going to mention, let us say cricket. Let me clear it. Now, if you look at this, right, the difference between this query where we have used $all and the query which we have run a while ago, right, where it was only cricket and it was not mentioned that $all, right? So there we did not see any results. But now if you look at this, we have cricket appearing in all of these, right? So that is the advantage of using $all. Now I want to find out the students, again a little different syntax, copy, paste, and this query is a little more convenient than $all, but it will find out only cricket, right? We cannot specify more than these one value here ahead. We will see that in couple of queries from now that how to specify multiple conditions, right? I have already shown you that in the slides. So this is how we can query without $all, right, with one value. Now same query, let me show you this as well, right? If you see in cricket badminton, it has returned the students who have participated in cricket, badminton, or only badminton, right? Or combination of all of these, both of these, right? Now moving on, next thing is that I want to show you this query as well. See now again sports equal to cricket, sports equal to badminton. Let us see what are the results. Now you see again irrespective of any order, right, or it is basically matching either of these values, right? You can see that a student has opted for only badminton is also appearing in the results of this, right? So this can also be done, or you can say that this is more or less similar to this query where $or is being used, either this or this, right, or both of these, correct? So these are different ways of writing the same query. Let us look at the use of $element match. This query is looking for the elements mentioned in the query in the array, right? So there could be more elements than mentioned in the query, but these elements must be present in the document or in the array for that query to succeed. Let us proceed with next query to find out the element at a specified position of an array index. So here if you look at this, we are looking for the students where the badminton is present at index 1 of sports array. Let us see. If you look at this, now it has returned sports, right, where a badminton is present at the first position, because the array is started at index 0, that's why it is returning. Let us try to change its position from 1 to 2. Now you see it is appearing at position 2 of the index, right? This is 1, position 2, position 2. Now let us try to change its position from 2 to 0 and see the results are different this time, right? So let us again look at the other query where we are trying to find out the student where students have participated exactly 3 sports. So we can use dollar size. So this is the list of all the students who have participated in exactly 3 sports. So this is how we can use advanced query methods to query arrays stored in our document in MongoDB collection. Hope you have been liking my videos. Please like and subscribe and share amongst your friends. Also, you can contact me in case you want some guidance on any of the big data related technologies like MongoDB, Apache Spark, AWS Cloud, JavaScript related technologies, front end, back end, serverless architecture. I would be more than glad to assist you. Thank you.